So my name is Ewan Ingram. I'm better known as my in-game name Tadpole, and I play Rocket League. I used to be into games from a very, very young age. I just fell in love with gaming from when I first picked it up and went through, much like most people do, through all the consoles in the generations as I went. My all-time favourite game is probably quite a unique answer, I guess. It's probably The Last of Us, which is a story-driven based game, and it's incredibly unique, and it was incredibly, for me, it showed what level that storytelling within games can hit, and I really, really loved it. To be honest, for me, it's always been a dream to represent Wales within esports. It's something that is very unique to have the Commonwealth. So it's something for me, playing esports, playing professional esports for the last 4 or 5 years, it's always been the one thing sort of missing to be able to do it on a national level, much like regular sport, much like football and everything else. To represent Wales within the thing I love is incredibly important to me. So yeah, it was a very special feeling. I think it's somewhat difficult because obviously the competition we're going to play at the Commonwealth, a lot of them haven't arrived in the UK and stuff yet, so we don't get to play the teams that we're going to be playing in the tournament. But we're doing all of our generic practice, we're keeping our hours high, we're making sure we're playing together as much as possible, and making sure we're as prepared and as comfortable as possible by the time the tournament comes around. I actually think, from seeing the teams compete through qualifiers and everything, I think we're massive underdogs. I'd hope, ourselves with Rocket League, I'd be very disappointed if we're not competing and trying to make top 4 and even the grand finals of Rocket League. I think that overall the teams that Wales have brought to the CEC they look very strong. I think they can upset a lot of teams. I'm on Twitter at Tadpole RL. It's mostly what I use, to be honest. I tend not to be across different sort of platforms, so that's where you'll find me.